To understand why crypto was invented or created, we need to go back in time and understand why money was created in the first place. Before the creation of paper money, our ancestors used to trade goods for other goods, and that method was called barter. So people started exchanging fruits with fish, clothes with cattle, and so on. Things were going great for a period of time. Then few problems started to arise as the society or the community started to expand and people started to specialize in certain things and they wanted more things. One of the problems that arose was not all goods have the same intrinsic value. So you cannot exchange one banana for one cow, for example. And another problem was that the durability of goods. Like, for example, animals have a short lifespan and you cannot store them forever. Also, some goods might be acceptable in your small town, but in other towns they don't have the same intrinsic value. Thus, there was a need for a medium of exchange to ease the transactions of goods and services and to shorten the trade chain. And that was the start point of money. So money can be defined as anything that is used and accepted by the public as a medium of exchange. People use different mediums to represent physical goods. Those mediums dependent on the culture and the location, and it varied from tobacco to shells, stones to gold. And this kind of money is called commodity money because it is linked to a commodity. All of these goods had several characteristics in common, like they were accepted by the public as a medium of exchange and they can be stored for a long period of time. But there were some challenges as well. As countries started to expand, commodity money was heavy and risky to transport across the globe. Also, there was the issue of some governments melting down the gold and silver coins and reshaping the new coins with less gold and silver in them. Thus, another medium of exchange needed to be created. And it all started in ancient China, where the government told their people they could exchange their gold with a piece of paper that indicated the amount of gold they had. And they can exchange that paper back to gold whenever they want. So merchants started trading using these papers as money. And the idea of paper money spread widely until 1971, which gave birth to a new class of money, which is fiat money. And the term fiat money is a Latin word that can be translated to let it be done. This class of money is not linked to any commodity. Its value rises from our trust in the government. And this class is fully centralized by a single point of authority, which is the government. Soon enough, some individuals realized that some governments cannot be trusted with money, and they started to advocate for a decentralized system. And in 1989, DigiCash Inc., a company that deals with finance through electronic money, was founded, followed by B-Money, then eGold, and finally BitGold. All these projects had the same core mission, which is to solve the problems with the current fiat system, but they lacked the solution for the double spending problem, which means that you can spend the same dollar twice without getting caught or punished. Until 2008, when the world faced a global financial crisis. And in late 2008, a white paper entitled Bitcoin, Peer-to-Peer Electronic Cash System by Satoshi Nakamoto started circulating on the P2P network. The paper laid the framework of creating a new financial system that does not rely on trust, but using the blockchain technology to conduct peer-to-peer online payments without going through the hassle of a financial institution, thus eliminating the need for a middleman. By removing the middleman, the cost for international online transfer gets reduced dramatically. Also, since there is a limited supply of bitcoins, which is 21 million bitcoin, as the demand and usage of it increases, its value will keep on increasing. Also, some investors treat bitcoin as a hedge against the traditional markets by holding it for a long period of time. So they tend to view Bitcoin as digital gold. And if you want to understand Bitcoin and how it is decentralized, you require a basic understanding of the blockchain technology. In simple and easy words, let me explain the blockchain technology. Think of it as blocks. And in each block, a certain number of transactions are being recorded and stored. And each block is linked to the previous and the next block through a collection of random numbers and characteristics called hash. Thus the name of blockchain. And instead of one entity holding the ledger of all transactions, like traditional financial institutions, the ledger is being distributed among different nodes, and each node holds a copy of the ledger and acts as a verification stop. Decentralized networks have many advantages over centralized networks, including increased system reliability, privacy, and scalability. And there is no one point of failure since it is distributed across multiple nodes. Also, your identity is unknown on the blockchain since you have a private and a public key, which are used to encrypt and decrypt sensitive information. You use the private key to sign transactions and smart contracts, and a public key to verify those transactions and receive coins without revealing the private key. And the process of validating the transactions is called mining, which is the job of the miners who receive rewards in the form of transaction fees whenever they mine or verify a block of transaction, thus maintaining the integrity and security of the network. Now let me share with you when Satoshi brought the Bitcoin network to life. On the 3rd of January 2009, the Bitcoin network was created, and Nakamoto mined the first block of the chain, which is called the Genesis block. And the first Bitcoin transaction for a good service in real life was on May 2010, when a programmer called Laszlo bought 2 pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoins. And this was the first milestone for Bitcoin to be recognized for having an intrinsic value. So this is a brief intro about crypto and why we need it. In later videos, we will explore each concept in details, including different coins, tokens, and the blockchain technology. See you next time.